It's maths time now, and exciting because we'll get to see number 16. And you know, it's the first time I've ever seen number 16 number blocks today, because it wasn't available last year when we did it with Puffins. So even I've learnt something new today. But before we watch number 16, let's just play a dice game to practice some of our adding. So, can you find 2 dice in your house? There might be in your board games or something like that. Go and find 2 dice. If not, I'm sure you can get some apps on your tablet to have dice. Right, so I'm going to roll my dice and I'm going to add up the numbers. So what have I got here? I've got a 3 and I've got a 5. Now, the good thing about adding is you can add the numbers in any order. You can do it with 3 and then add 5 more. Or you can start with 5 and add 3. And if you start with 5, it's the bigger number, so you don't have as many things to add up. So I'm going to do it 5, add 3. Right, one way I could add up those dice is I could count the spots, couldn't I? So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you get 8? Or, I know that was number 5, so I could have counted on from number 5 and gone 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's one way. So you can use the spots. You could put the number, the biggest number first, and you can put the biggest number in your head. You don't have to use it. Right, let's roll the dice again. Let's roll. Right, what have we got this time? A 3 and a 2. Now, I bet you can do that in your head. Go on. But if you weren't sure, I could use my fingers. So I could have 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll turn it that way. Or I could have 2 on this hand. 1 and 2, and then count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or, like we said before, put the highest number in my head, which is the 3, isn't it? And count on 2. So 3, 4, 5. So 3 plus 2 is 5. Let's roll again. Right, this time I've rolled a double. Now I know my doubles. I know what double 3 is. So if I already know something, I can use my knowledge. So what's double 3? 3 and 3 is 6, isn't it? Right, let's roll again. Oh, bigger numbers this time. So I'm going to put the biggest one first, the highest number first. I've got a 6 and I've got a 3. This time I'm going to go to the number line. Ah, skeleton. Right, I've got my 6 and I've got my 3, so I'm going to start on my 6 because it's the highest number. So it's there. I'm not going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to start on 6. And because I've got to add 3, I'm going to do 3 jumps. I'm going to count on 3 times. So count with me. 1, 2, 3. So 6 plus 3 equals 9. I can prove that you can swap the numbers around, because look, if I started on the 3 and I added on the 6, let's do 6 jumps this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get the same answer. So that's what's magic about adding. You can change the numbers around to help you, okay? And another way, so I've rolled a 5 and a 4. So what is 4 and 5 added together, 5 and 4? I could draw myself a number story to help me. I could turn these numbers into things that I know. So let's think about, I know I'm going to have some lollies. So I'm going to have, let's say this here is Bob. I'll put B for Bob so I don't forget him. And this person over here is who should we call this one? Oh, Stuart. Let's have 2 minion names. So we've got Bob and Stuart. Now, Bob has got, let's see which number, let's use this number, 5 lollipops. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many lollipops does Stuart have to have? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, Bob, here's my number story to help me work out 5 plus 4. Bob has 5 lollies. Stuart has 4. How many lollipops are there altogether? So I'm going to do some adding. Now, I could either go, well, I already know there's 5, so I'm going to start with 5 in my head and count on the 4. So I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 lollipops all together. Okay? And if that's a bit tricky, you could just count and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But it's important that you cross them off. Why is it important that you cross them off? Then you know you've counted them. Okay? So, why don't you play some of the dice games, see which strategy you find easiest to add up the numbers. And here's 2 questions for you to work out. Because you've got these 2 dice, and you've got to roll both of them, what's the smallest, what's the lowest number that you can actually get when you add 2 dice together? And what's the greatest number, what's the biggest, largest number you can make when you add 2 dice together? I wonder if you can find out the answer. So pause and go and play some dice games first to warm yourselves up, get some adding done. Right, if you've done that and you've done your dice games, then you're ready for number 16. Follow the link and you'll find out. Number 16 is friends with number 4 and 9. I wonder why. Go and watch it, it's good. Pause mine. Did you enjoy that? Now, the squares, we've got more squares, haven't we? Square numbers. Tomorrow, the next number blocks isn't about number 17. There's one before 17, in between 16 and 17, about squares again. So tomorrow, we'll look at number 16 as a square. But for today, let's just make sure we know how to count to 16. You ready? Let's count aloud to 16 first of all. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Did you do it? Right, okay. Stand up, you know it by now. 16 jumps. You ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. Now, I want you to do 16 claps from the side to the side. Stretch it out. Ready? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. Right, now let's do 16 on our fingers. I don't know how we're going to do that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've made 10. Put the 10 down. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we needed a 10 and then 6 more, didn't we? Okay, you ready? I want you to go and find 16 objects and bring them back. So pause the video. Off you go. Right, if you've counted out yours, I'm going to count out 16 Blu-rays. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'm halfway there, because half of 16 is 8. 8, 9, 10, 11. God, this number's big. I'll move back. 11, 12, 13, back even more. 14, 15, and 16. I have got 16 Blu-rays. Now, I've almost tried to make it look like number 16 when it turned into a square. Because she said, or he, I don't know which one it was 4 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 along that way. And then 4 along that way. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't know if you can count in 4s, but you do know what double 4 is, because you know 4 and 4 makes 8. Now to add another 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's 4, 8, 12. And we know the next 4 is going to come to 16. So 4 lots of 4 make 16. Or if you divide it into 2, half of 16 is 8. Because look, 2 8s equals 16. Double 8, 16, half of 16 is 8. Facts for free. Because when you know 1, you turn it round to do it the other way. We'll just finish off number 16 by looking at it through the equipment. Okay, I'm just going to finish my second glass of water. I'm just going to put another tally on my chart. So next to that line, I'm going to put another line. Although at the moment it looks like number 11, each line means how many glasses of water I've drank. So that's 1 glass, that's another glass, look. So I'm up to 2 glasses. So if I drink any more, I'm definitely going to beat Tuesday. Anyway, back to 16. Now what's really sad is my number blocks only go up to 15. I don't know if you can buy up to 16 or get them. I have to look on the internet. But for now, who has to go with number 10 to make 16? 10 and which number? I'll give you a clue. It's one of the reasons why I chose the game at the beginning that we played with. It's number, let's roll, 6, isn't it? 10 and 6 together, they're the two that make 16. So you've got 10, and then you count 6 more, and you get to 16. You hear that teen at the end, like when we had in 13, 14, 15, 16. At least with 16, you say the number 6, and you say teen, 16, like you do with number 14. It's just 13 and 15 are a bit tricky, but 16. So let's see if we can make it with the Numicon. So if you find your Numicon pieces, can you make 16 before I do first of all? So what 2 pieces of Numicon could we put together to make 16? What's the easiest way to show how you represent 16 like the number blocks? Pause it if you haven't done it, but here we go. Got the 10, look, 1 10. And I need 6 more to make the 16. 10 and 6 make 16. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And if we look at the numeral, the digit card, you can see that 16 has, look, the 6 here, 6 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could put 6 of these here, look. See that? So, and then it's got a 10. So 16 is 1 10 and 6 ones. And just to finish, can you find, if I put these together, let me move the ones out the way. Put them on top. Now we talked about which 2 numbers make 16 if you halve 16 or if you doubled the number to make 16. Which one would you put on there? Can you think? Which number do you double to make 16? Or what's half of 16? Have a go. If you haven't done it, push pause because I'm going to do it now. I've got my number 8. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you look at this end, it leaves me with 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double 8 is 16. Or if I had 16 and I put them into 2 equal piles, I would get 8 in both piles. So half of 16 is 8. Now, because there's 8 and 8, is 16 odd or even? What do you think? It's even, look, because you can get the same number when you share it into 2. Right, well done for doing super number block work. See you later, Puffins.